Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. This is a pretty long blog for me. I usually like them like maybe 2 or 3 paragraphs. This one is a long one. It's from a mom. Her child was hospitalized for a week and was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And that was in December. It made him insulin dependent, and she reported her child's absence to the nursery that he goes to and to the child care board. And she was summoned to a meeting at the child care board the following week after he was discharged from the hospital. And she was told that she needed to write a commitment letter stating that she will accept responsibility going to the school every day to administer insulin, which was done. I also, reading from her, met with nursery staff to inform and educate them on the diagnosis. Okay, so it seems as though, please just read through. She had papers from medical people stating that her child was fit to attend school with a little extra monitoring, and she informed that the diabetes requires knowing your glucose level and snack outside of snack time. Sometimes also portions of food might have to be tweeted. So it became an issue because the aunties and the child care board thought that for the aunties to have to read to see the levels on this child and to keep the child within normal limits, they thought it was too much. I went through it quickly. You know, it's really a big blog, and like I said, and like I don't get paid to do this, so I want to accommodate you. I want to put your blogs out there, but it's sometimes it pulls too much energy out of me to do a long, involved blog. Okay, so please understand that. Yeah, but anyhow, this particular child, the mother is saying that if she is supposed to go to the school to administer her child's insulin, how will she be able to work? She just cannot work 3 hours a day. It's not possible. And then other than not working, it's so hard to get assistance from the government. Are you through on this part? I'm going to go up, okay? I'm going up. It's really hard to get assistance from the government, okay? Now, you see, we should talk about breakfast at home because the CCB recommended breakfast at home, and then she has to go with a snack and administer the insulin at 12 and pick up at 1. So her whole day will be based on going to the school and coming home, going back to the school, coming, and it really wouldn't be a good thing. She has a vehicle, but let's say she didn't have that, she will have to take a bus or maybe 2 to go to do. It's just not. It's cost prohibitive. It's time prohibitive. It just doesn't work. It's just not going to work. Okay, so let me go down. This is now 2025, and I have to be fighting this fight in Barbados. I sent a hard copy of my situation to the minister. The meeting was on the 3rd of March. The director called me and asked about passing my number off to a counselor, which I requested in the meeting, and I agreed. This is soon the end of April. I'm fully unemployed with no financial aid and bills. So she has bills coming in and she's not getting anything. She has bills coming in and no money coming in to pay the bills. My child is still at home, okay? My mental health has deteriorated or is deteriorating, and there is no reply from anyone. I tried going through all the right outlets and channels. I am frustrated with thoughts and emotions I have to feel and can't take time to process because I have been tossed aside and neglected by the system. Is every child with a dis-ease, whether chronic or not, going to be prohibited from getting an early childhood education and developing with their peers because the staff claim they don't feel equipped and don't want to monitor or are scared? Okay, my child might be the first case in your system, and definitely he won't be the last. Okay, so chronic autoimmune disease or invisible diseases don't mean the person has to be invisible. Okay, and this is the monitor. Yeah, this is, you know, this is the monitor. You will have to check on these things. And like I said, the people who work at the nurseries, the aunties, and the people who work at the child care board, they made it almost impossible for her to have her child in the school system because of what he needs, and they think they're not equipped to do it. Oh, what was that? They're not equipped to do it, or they're thinking that it's too much time, it's too time consuming. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this blog. Okay, so you can read all here. Okay, blood sugar is being taken, which is monitored. Again, I say that the problem is aunties don't want the responsibilities. Yeah, because I read through it quickly, and that's what I kept. They don't want that responsibility. Okay, they just want to go and work and have it be as easy as possible. You know, if your child is ill or has a situation, I don't know, maybe there should be something other than the regular nurseries that they go to, that this particular child should go to. I don't know the answers, or I don't know. But what I do know is this mother is having a real hard time, really hard time, because like she stated, she has bills and she's not working. Okay, unemployed, no financial aid, and she has bills coming in. That's the bottom line. She has a sick child. I think diabetes is an autoimmune. Is diabetes an autoimmune disease? Okay. She has a sick child, and they're making it impossible for her to get the care that the child will need to be in a school setting, and for her to go to work to make money and then come and pick him up as usually other moms do, and have a regular life. They've made that impossible. The system as it's set up right now has made it impossible. Oh, in the meeting they kept saying they're trying to deal with autism and autistic children. Okay, but this particular child has diabetes, so they're different things that the sisters are dealing with. So yeah, it's a handful. But this blog came to me before, and I get busy. I get very busy, and I'm sorry. I want to apologize to the mom because when I send things out, it goes way down in the search. And I don't know how WhatsApp works, but she sent it to me again, and this is important. It's very important. She didn't give her name or the name of her child, but the situation where children are having issues. The system in Barbados is not equipped to take care of them, and it's putting stress and strain on the parents. Okay? This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.